Hello guys! So this is going to be the ultimate guide for 1.14. Uh, as you will know, there are tons of new blocks in 1.14 and you might have to look up the Minecraft Wikipedia because they don't give you the recipe unless you've got all the materials necessary. But you might not know what materials you need, and here's the guide on how to craft them. How to craft everything from the scaffolding to the bell. Well, we'll see about the bell when we get to there. So here we got the scaffolding. 6 bamboo, 1 string right there. This cannot be placed anywhere else. It's basically like a ladder with string. So that's the scaffolding right there. For the loom, is like a crafting table, except you've got string for the top 2 blocks, and these can be placed. This pattern can be placed anywhere in the crafting grid, but it has to be this pattern. And here are the new dyes that you can use to dye your thing within the loom, your banner, and you can put it into your shield or whatever. So this is from lapis, ink sacs, and bone meal, and these are the new banner patterns. So you can combine a piece of paper with any of these, except for these in Java. In Bedrock, you can get patterns for these. So yeah, so you don't have to waste a lot more bricks, a lot more vines. But this will give you the skull pattern. This will give you a creeper face pattern. This will give you a little flower pattern, and this will give you the thing pattern, which is just the Mojang symbol. So that's what we got for banner patterns. Now for the composter, we've got Bedrock and Java specific versions. So this is the Bedrock version. It's just all slabs, any types of slabs, and composter is any type of fence, any type of wooden slabs, wooden fences, and wooden blocks and wood blocks. You can accept up to any crop and cake for some reason. And now we got the stone cutter, and the stone cutter can be crafted with an iron above 3 stone. But it differs in Bedrock a little bit. You can use any kind of stone at the bottom, so that's the only difference. You can get 2 slabs, 1 stair, or 1 wall from it. Moving on, we got the grindstone, which you can repair and disenchant, and that used to be the function of an anvil, and you could do it in the main crafting grid that you have in survival mode. And this is the same across all versions. It's got a plank, stick, wood slab, stone slab. It could be any kind of planks, but you should probably go with oak because oak is the best. But by the way, anytime I use oak here, it means it can be swapped with any other plank. So this is the barrel. This differs in Bedrock and Java as well. In Bedrock, you have sticks on the sides. In Java, you have planks on the sides, and you can rotate it any other way and it's placed like a piston. That's how you rotate it. Go to the cartography table. It's basically a crafting table, but you put paper on top, like the cartography table. And I forgot to rotate this, but oh well. So you can place a map and another map and to copy it, to clone it. You can place a map with some paper in order to expand it. This is Bedrock only. This makes a locator map, which means a map that locates around you. And using a glass pane in this slot will grant you the ability to lock your maps, so any edits later will not be affected. We'll go down to the smoker. Smoker cooks food twice as fast, and it is simple. You just surrounded by logs, and you can use any type of fuel. It will use the same amount of fuel as a furnace, but it will just go twice as fast. And you see we can cook food items, only food items, twice as fast. And this is the blast furnace. It's basically the same thing as cooker, but it's for ores and stones and stuff like that. So you got 5 iron encompassing like a beacon with the furnace in the middle instead of another star, and a base of smooth stone as the obsidian, if you remember the beacon recipe. Now, the thing about this is that it's a little bit different from this. So you don't have to memorize this. It's better that you memorize things that are close to the recipes that you know and love from the old Minecraft. So as we got here, you can use any type of fuel and use your ore. So yeah, just 2 times as fast for that. And it's basically a crafting table with some flint on top. You know, I would have liked a flint and a feather or something like that, but two flints is better than trying to find a chicken somewhere. But yeah, it has no uses. It's basically just a workstation right now. I think they said they were going to do something in 1.15 or past 1.14, so keep on the lookout for this. Maybe you can craft an enchanted arrows better now or something like that. And the same goes with the smithing table. It's just 2 iron above a crafting table. So yeah, I don't really know what they're going to use for this. Maybe just pickaxe heads or something later or something like that. I don't know. We got a lectern. The lectern is just 3 slabs on the top, a bookcase in the middle, bookshelf, and a slab on the bottom middle. And it outputs a redstone signal based on what page of the book you're on, or if you only have 2 pages, it acts like a binary signal where you open it, it just opens once, or you could just take one output out of it, like you can put a repeater or something like that. It just checks when you're opening a book if you just wanted to check with that. But comparator will give you signal strength up to 15, just like every other thing, but it's based on the amount of the percentage of page that you're on. So out of 15, you can calculate how much you're going to do, and it only applies to written books. You could read written books on the lectern without having to make more of the same book. So that's basically what the lectern is used for. We got the campfire. I know it's hard to see with the smoke, but we got 3 sticks arranged in like a comparator-like pattern for the redstone torches. In the middle, we've got 1 coal or charcoal, and we've got 3 logs on the bottom. So the thing about the campfire is that if you got another campfire that's above a hay bale, it will reach farther. The smoke doesn't disappear faster. So it basically means it's got more fuel or got more intake. So yeah, we can do something with that. It doesn't give you fire effect, but it will burn you. So, I mean, it doesn't give you a fire effect, but it will hurt you. So we got the lantern. Now the lantern is a little bit different. It's a little weird. It's a torch surrounded by iron nuggets, and it emits a light level of close to that of glowstone. So there we got that. It's pretty simple. It's just a cover all around the kind of thing. Now here's the crossbow. Now the crossbow is a bit difficult to remember, but all you gotta do is remember this, okay? Here's the thing that I will use, is that the sticks surround a tripwire hook in a slingshot formation. Now, what makes sense after this? Where would the string go? It wouldn't go in the middle, because that's not how slingshots are built. Slingshots are built with rubber bands that go on the sides and connecting up to a main dock. So it's basically, just imagine this in like a 3D slingshot. Like if you imagine this in 3D, like behind these 3 sticks, and you would connect the strings onto the tripwire hook, and this is basically your aiming reticle, your guide. You can memorize this, and people have trouble memorizing the bow, but what makes sense? That the I gotta say the bendy part is wood or string. You know, the string would just go slack if that was the case. So just remember that it's kind of like a slingshot in 3D. You know, some people might have you might have a hard time recognizing things in 3D space, but I just think it helps to me, for me at least. So we can upload arrows or fireworks, and it has multi-shot, quick charge, and piercing. So multi-shot fires 2 more arrows, only goes up once. Quick charge is just like efficiency, so basically you just load it up faster. And piercing, it goes through more mobs at the level that it is. So piercing 1 will go through 2, so piercing 4 will go through 5 mobs at the most. So we got mending and unbreaking you can put on it. And here we go. We got the bell. You can only trade for the bell or find it in the village. So the bell is one of these items where when you ring it, okay, you can't ring it like that. It will basically put a where's that arrow? Put a spectral effect over all other raiders that are in the vicinity at like beacon range, and it will highlight them for a couple seconds, so you can be able to find it during the raid. And the bell will also be rung by villagers if a raid is starting, or in order to cause the villagers to hide in their houses or run away. It tells them that there's a raid coming and they should run. So that's going to be it for everything that we see here. We're going to talk about one other thing here, and I think we're close to it right now. Slabs. So lighting has changed as well, so you have to be wary about that. So you have glowstone here, and we're just going to go straight into the nether to test out these final products of 1.14. So I went into the nether because it's darker, and we don't have any caves in this world. So this is what we're going to test. Okay, please fly. So this is a pretty dark spot. Look at how much this glowstone shines. Now before, this glowstone could be encapsulated like this, and no light would leak through. But now it does. So that's a new difference with light and what you should think about when you're building. So another difference is that you can go right underneath slabs, and that's the new crouching height difference. And you'll stay crouched. I'm not holding crouch right now because there's a new dynamic player positioning effect. So you're basically staying crouched underneath this now. And if you were to get a piston here, let's get a lever and go up here, place this down like this, and have a little pathway that goes a little bit like this. So as you're crouching down here, I'm going to put a little lever here. I'm now down really low. So I am basically crawling, but we're in the swimming animation and they haven't made any efforts to make it crawling a different kind of thing, but it's basically the swimming animation. So it's pretty weird, but we have this now. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I would say relatively short, because we covered a lot of stuff, we covered a lot of ground, and yeah. Have a good day, life, anything, and see you guys in the next one. I look like a god dang turtle, dude. I will have fun with this crawling mechanic, or post swim. I don't know what to call it, but see you guys later, and bye bye. Ba-bam!